Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here for another Gunpla review. In today's episode, we're going to cover the Gundam X from, well, Gundam X. So, I wasn't sure I was going to like this Gundam. I mean, I did like the high grade X Divider and Double X, but I didn't think I would be a huge fan of the Master Grade. Turns out I was wrong. This thing is kind of baller, and I love it. There is some flaws, but nothing too horrible. So, it's not irredeemable. It's pretty awesome. So, I picked this dude up at my local hobby store, but I do believe our friends at Galactic Toys has their own copy of it. So, if you want to support the channel, links down below, GoFundMe, you know, the usual stuff. You know, my books, links down below. You know, support your favorite Gunpla reviewer and or favorite indie writer, you know, help me out. So let's get into the review of the Gundam X. So, the Gundam Double X. This is what it comes with in box. Well, everything. Yeah, I would say, is that everything? Yeah, there's everything. It comes with 2 dynamically opened hands, 2 closed fists. The other closed fist is I'm using for the left hand. And 2 shooting hands. Again, one I'm using for the beam shield. Beam rifle / shield. And another holding hand for the, you know. I don't know why it came with 3 hands for shooting, but hey, to each his own. A beam effect for the beam saber, which is awesome. I'll get to those sheets in the back. Decals, the water slide kind. Stickers, which are for the back of the camera, head of the camera, beam rifle, satellite cannon, eyes. That. These are actually for the satellite sheets in the back, as you can see in the cover art. The reflective mirrors of the satellite cannon. Those are for that. So, also if it looks like the camera is like having weird wavy effects, it's because of the new light I have. So, I apologize for that. So, just to, you know, get that pointed out. If you see anything weird with the lighting, it's because of the new light. Also, mini pilot figure, which is awesome. Like all Master Grades have. So, the Gundam itself. I also like the fact, well, let's get into the flaws I have with it. One, it's very back heavy because there's literally no balance back here. Everything's literally to the side unless you fully open up the satellite cannon, and even then it's still slightly to the right. So, gotta be careful with that. It will lean back more often than it should. The knee armor on the left leg is very loose compared to the right. I have no idea why. So be careful. It's not like it's going to fall out. It just won't stay in position. So like I said, be careful with it. Just acknowledge it. It's nothing too bad. Because see what I mean? You can push it up, down. But the other leg, you really can't. Like I said, it's weird. I don't know why it does that. It just does. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty solid. So let's do the quick run of the articulation. Yeah, can't speak tonight. That's the arm fully bent. Not bad. Oop, hold on. That's better. That's an arm fully out. Unfortunately, the shoulder guard. Actually, let me just move the machine gun out of the way. There we go. Yeah, that's the arm still all the way out. So, you're not going to get a lot of fully stretched out positions with this arm, with the arms. That's like fully out like that. Now we lift the front skirt. That's like all the way up. the leg does bend a bit, so you get some decent height on the kick. So if the Gundam X wants to be a rocket, it can. Or a ninja, it can. Unfortunately, that's as far as the back skirt will go. So you're not going to get a lot of back kicks. Well, there you go. And that's the knee fully bent. Again, not great. Not bad, but not great. That's the rotation of the foot. Not bad. Toe goes up, toe goes down. There you go. Now, let's talk about the cool stuff. The beam shield, but heads up, I wish it folded more neatly, but it doesn't. Well, at least when I tried it. So you fold it like that. You fold down the scope, and it should logically... Oh. Wow. I did not expect the side of the gun to fall off. Alright, there you go. So, now it's in shield mode, which is pretty awesome. You just fold up the two parts and that's about it. I do love how they decided, traditional Gundams have a sword, a shield, and sword and a shield and a giant, usually a giant weapon of some kind. A sword, a shield, and a gun. Let's just combine the gun and the shield. And you know what? I'm okay with that. And it just transforms back just like that. And then you just push up this piece here. And then scopes up, and then you have the gun out. So there you go. The hands are the swappable finger ones, so they do hold the gun slightly better than the whole no grip having three finger one. The three fingers and the index finger and the thumb. Yeah, that pain in the butt. Yeah, that one, that's gone. So, let's go to what everyone likes about this dude, the satellite cannon. So, to do it, you first rotate it like this. And then you open up the satellites, but you have to rotate these. Be careful with the back parts. These pieces are very fickle and may not turn and will pop off on you. So you rotate this. You rotate that. And then you do the same here. So you can see the sparkle, which, look at that. That just catches the light so nicely. Rotate. And rotate. And up. Satellite cannon. And then you can pull down the handle, so you can, if you feel the need, you can take the gun out, put your hand in there. Boom. Satellite cannon. Which is a pretty awesome weapon. I remember watching a video from Kakarot 187 that said it best. The Gundam X is interesting because when you're trying to write like a Gundam fic, and you have to justify why your character suddenly has a Gundam, even though in the universe has like maybe 4 or 5 of them in existence. The Gundam X is the exception to the rule because an entire military branch was just built around this dude. So there's hundreds of these things lying around. So I was like, fair enough. And you know what? I do kind of dig it. Especially with the giant cannon on its shoulders. The whole only usable when the moon is out thing, which kind of makes no sense since the moon is always out, but you just have to wait for it to get in the right alignment, which is maybe not have your Mega Death Cannon be attached to something that has an orbit. I guess you have to find a way to limit its amazing amount of power, but still. But enough of the lore, the in-universe lore about the Gundam. I honestly, I love the how the light bounces off of this stuff. Look at that. You get that cool rainbow pattern with it. It is awesome. That's something you cannot do with silver paint. You have to use the stickers. It is gorgeous. So let's wrap up this review and get to the summary. Oh, yeah, be careful. You gotta make the feet kind of have an issue, much like the back because of the weight of it. If the foot is up at any degree and it's not flat, it will tip forward. So heads up on that. Like that. Like, and make sure the feet are perfectly flat. Or it will take a dive. Or put something in front of it that it won't tip over. That's all I gotta tell you. Alright, so let's get into the last part of the review. So, all in all, the Gundam X is a really great kit. Solid. It has some flaws, as you saw. It can't really... has an issue standing up under its own weight. Back heavy. Arms do have a bit of a limited articulation range. Legs are pretty darn good. But like I said, some issues. But nothing too bad about it. So, I would recommend picking it up if you like the Gundam X series. Like giant cannons and Gundams, because who doesn't? You know, whatever floats your boat. Like I said, I picked up this dude at my local hobby store. But he's available, I believe, with our friends at Galactic Toys. Check the link down below. Remember, my code is only good for 24 hours, so... you know, search the website before you use my code and then use my code. Help a homie out. But, yeah. Next episode is probably going to be about the heavy arms. Or the high-grade Thunderbolt full armor Gundam. I'm not entirely sure which one yet. And, alright everybody, cross your fingers. If everything works out, in a couple of days I should be able to get, at least order, the Eclipse Gundam. Because I was trying to get the pre-order for the Testament. Did not have enough of the scratch to get that, so unfortunately I probably won't be able to order it while pre-order it. So I apologize for that, everybody, but I'm going to see if I can at least get the Eclipse. So catch you guys in the next episode. Remember, all of you are awesome. You are all loved. And remember to comment, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe.